Who doesn't want to laugh? Welcome to my channel, KC. That's me, Carrie Chug, the Sledge Storyteller, here to talk about the wonderful world of storytelling and to open up discussion about how we can tell the best stories we can. So, looking over the videos that I've made on specific storytelling genres, I decided to draw from the two original Greek play genres, starting on a positive note with comedy. Now, I feel way over my head trying to bring an open discussion on stories devoted entirely to comedy, more like how comedy is a real enough thing in everyday life that it shouldn't be eliminated entirely, even in the heaviest of dramas. And that's where a well-known story term comes into play: comic relief. And from Merriam-Webster, we get a good definition of comic relief:
comic episodes in a dramatic or literary work that offset more serious sections.
So we all want comedy, if nothing else, to get a good chuckle over a funny moment for its own sake. And it's very much a part of the real world, at least mine, with all the experiences I've had around Witty Friend and the kinds of happenings of a comedic chaos, the kind of thing that makes comedy a slice of life.
Beyond comedy's entertainment value, it serves as a reflection of a character's personality, and not just in the obvious way of making the character a wisecracker, but how the character's sense of humor spectrum works to add color to the character's interactions. It can work to have two characters interacting and always wisecracking. Or the classic example of the dumb comic with the only slightly smarter straight. And I've always been amazed to learn that in such cases as Laurel and Hardy and Abbott and Costello, the actor playing the dumber character was leading the act all along. But it has worked beautifully among superheroes as well. The comic foil can be the wisecracking Dick Grayson as either Robin or Nightwing, while Batman is the deadpan straight. And my all-time favorite example of that is found in Batman issue 588, which came out in April of 2001, and you'll see some technological dated stuff here, but it was written by Brian K. Vaughan and illustrated by Scott McDaniel. After Bruce goes undercover as alias Matches Malone, Dick Grayson tells him, "I mean, when you start speaking with that flat, nasal New Jersey accent, you sound exactly like one of the Sopranos." To which Bruce deadpans, "Who are the Sopranos?" Responds Dick, "Man, you've really got to get the cave wired for cable."
The sky's the limit on just how well comedy can be implemented in either humorous or serious settings, or with humorous or serious characters, and that's how effectively it finds its way into the story, and it can even be used to torment the audience.
You can depict a lighthearted moment where the audience feel themselves sharing all the laughter and happiness as the characters laugh and joke in good company, only to get blindsided by tragedy to cause all the high emotions from the recent comic relief to do a complete 180.
Here it serves the story's purpose of igniting the audience's emotions and preparing it to be ignited a different way, but bringing in that all too familiar reality of how quickly your world can change for the worse. As effective as this is, it should be used sparingly, not only to avoid being sadistic to your audience, but also realizing that its impact gets worn down over time if done too often. Among other principles in the use of comic relief is that it needs to match the intended tone of the story, or at least the tone of the scene.
For all its varied use of humor, the TV series MASH, from slapstick to wisecracking,
"Request permission to go to my quarters, sir!" "Oh, scram! Scramming, sir!"
to deadpan,
"I'm nuts! I should be out." "Horse hockey."
it never loses sight of its message of the horrors of war.
Another principle: stay true to the character's core personality.
No matter how good the joke might be, if it doesn't mesh with the audience's understanding of what the character is all about, it's going to fall flat. Also, when it comes to writing pure comedy, sure, you're going to devote all your energies to put in as many funny moments as possible, but if you're like me writing superheroes, Any comedy is going to be incidental, and you're not going to say it's time to write the humorous lines or the humorous moments. You're going to see the opportunities come where the absurdity comes automatically. So that's when you put it in, when it hits you. Again, don't put it in if it doesn't come naturally to the characters or the setting.
But once these principles are followed, the only one remaining is just to have fun with it.
Bring some delightful color to the characters and the story, and it will round out the story and be sure to entertain.
So that's my take on comedy and storytelling. Agree, disagree, or something I left out? Please let me know in the comments section below. If you like this video, please click like. If you like this channel, please click subscribe or follow me on Instagram. As always, the link to order Sledge number 1 is in the description below, where you can order it on Kindle. Sledge number 2, still waiting for it to come through. I'm still going to be patient with Indie Planet. I'm sure they've become all too popular, and I'm looking for other avenues to make it available elsewhere as well. And Sledge number 3, just look here. The art's getting started on here, and I'm as excited as can be to get it going. But let's all look for civility amid the bad news out there. Things have gotten worse with the pandemic. But, let's not let it upset social and political settings. Let's try to find harmony with each other. And with the pandemic, let's do follow the precautions given to us. And that may sound contradictory with as many as are against it, but that's where I'm going to be. And maybe we can find a compromise, but we'll keep trying. But thanks for watching. Everyone be safe, and God bless.